What's up, everybody? Welcome to BucosLocker. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. You better make sure, you know what I'm saying, football season here, so you better make sure you hit that notification bell icon. Because guess what? These videos just keep coming out every day. You either catch me while I'm in the moment live or catch me on the replay. And, you know, if you want to, you can share the videos, you know. See what that's talking about. See how that roll out and work out for you and get some more people over here, you know, to have healthy football discussions, you know. No personal stuff, you know. We don't need all that. We don't care about it. We do not care. We do not care. We just trying to watch some football. We just trying to get ready for the season. Today's video. Oh yeah, shout out to all my members too. Shout out to all my members. Y'all know who y'all are. Thank you for supporting this channel, rocking with the channel. You already know what it is, because we do not care. All that extra stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all the powers of C-Band, and shout out to everybody in the Bucs community. You know what I'm saying? Good or bad fans. Shout out to all y'all. Y'all supporting the same team that I support, so we're on the same ship. No love lost. Yeah. Day 2 of the joint practice with the Jets went well. And a couple of our young guys popped up on the conversation boards and on social media. In particular, Rueben Bain, a couple sacks a day, going against the right tackle, which are to our right, it'd be right tackle, and to his left side. Well, to his left, you know, but it's the right tackle basically. Mibu, I think he's from Missouri. I think he's a rookie too, I believe. Rookie right tackle, and then he went against the left tackle too as well. Fair, pretty decent there, but most of his success came from the rookie right tackle. And I saw some videos, and he was pushing him. He was pushing all the way to the back. Now, the first day he didn't get too much, not really too much talked about. But today he got talked about a lot more. He flashed very well. Like I said, 2 sacks. Fan favorite David Walker, he had a sack from what I seen. He got around the right tackle again on a dip. It was Max Mitchell, I believe, or it was one of the guards, something like that. He did a dip. It was a dip move. He dipped his punch and got in there and got a sack. That was the only thing I heard about David Walker in both days as far as getting back to the quarterback. I didn't hear anything from Muhammad as far as him getting back there and doing some things today. Maybe he had an off day or something like that. Benjamin Morris out there. Benjamin Morrison had some pads on today. I didn't know what he did today in particular. Cade Otton had a good day. Had some short and intermediate catches. Had a touchdown catch in the red zone to finish off the joint practice today. Garnes flashed again. Pepe Williams doing his thing. Bucky Irvin had some good runs. Kenneth Gainwell had some catches. And all in all, man, it was a pretty good 2 days for the Bucs. I'm happy with the results. You know, I did want to see Vita and Tristan out there, but you know they got their situation going on. I didn't hear anything from Yaya Diaby for whatever reason. I don't know what's going on with that. Diaby, I didn't hear any. Did anybody hear anything about Diaby? Anthony Nelson. Like, is it me? And I might be the only one on this island, but I guess I'll be the only one. And I'll see how many people come on the island with me on this one. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. Rueben Bain Jr. and David Walker got more juice than Yaya Diaby. Am I crazy? Am I crazy to say that? Am I wild? Am I saying something that's outside the box here? Because I hear more about Walker and Bain than our 4th-year edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's you know, and not like I said, Diaby's a good player now. I'm not saying he's not a bad player. Don't get all in your panties and get mad. Good player, but is it me or Bain and Walker got way more juice than Diaby? way more moves. Because I keep hearing about the moves that they're making against tackles. I don't hear anything about Yaya Diaby making moves, spins and dips, and he's just a straight power bull rusher. Like, I don't think that's going to be enough to be an elite pass rusher. You know, even his hand placement. You know, and I'm like I said, I think he's a solid pass rusher. I don't think he has an elite ceiling, but I think he has a solid ceiling, better than Anthony Nelson. You know, but I'm just putting it out there. I just wanted to throw that out there. I know, am I going crazy? You know, am I going crazy? Because more buzz and more juice with Bain and Walker than I hear about Diaby. I didn't hear anything about Diaby in joint practices. Did he practice at all? Like, I haven't, not one, like, nothing. You know, did anybody hear anything about Diaby for the joint practices? No, it's just me. Okay, cool. I mean, it's just me. Look, don't get mad at me. Did you hear anything? Since it's just me, did you hear anything? I mean, you must be close to the team, so you tell me, Mr. Williams, what did you hear about Diaby? I mean, since you said it's just me, well, what about you? Well, what do you think? Don't worry about what I think. What about you? What did you hear about Diaby? Because I didn't hear anything. Did I miss something? Can you show me something in the comment section, in the chat, that I missed about Diaby in the joint practice session? I didn't hear anything. Let me know, Mr. Williams. I mean, since it's just me, I'm just, because I don't want it to be just me. Because if it's just me, then I'm okay with that. But you tell me. I know some people talking about the Emeka Egbuka injury. He was on the side over there. We don't know to the extent of the injury of Emeka Egbuka and what's going on in that situation. That cannot happen. That cannot happen to this receiving core. I know people, oh, we deep. Oh, yeah, sure. And that's not, I'm not refuting that. We got some depth there, but man, we can't have Emeka Egbuka injured. We can't have that. That is a no. That is the one receiver that we cannot have injured. We can deal with the others, like if J Mac get injured, or, you know, Tez get in, you know, we can kind of, move, we can still do our thing. But Emeka Egbuka is the one receiver we cannot have injury problems with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, we cannot have that. So I am curious to see what, to the extent of the injury that has occurred to Mr. young fella Emeka Egbuka. Concerns there, but we don't know. I'm not going to speculate on what the injury is. I think it's a lower body injury. So if anybody got any updates on that, post it in the comment section about what the actual injury is. Ty Bowles wasn't around when it happened. He was on the other side of the field. So yeah. But like I said, Baker had a decent day, not a wow day. He had a decent day. He made some good completions. Carved him up in a 2-minute drill. That's expected. And overall, the Bucs kind of, if you had to kind of pick a team that won the joint practice, it was the Bucs. They were better. The Jets fared well in the day 2. They did do better. Geno Smith did a lot better. He didn't throw 3 picks today. He had some touchdowns. So he did better. So the Jets did improve from day 1 to day 2. The Bucs kind of stayed the same energy level, same intensity, you know. So that's good for the Bucs right there. Man, they fixing on the car. That's good for the Bucs. So they kind of maintain their intensity and their approach. What else? Did I miss anything? I think I know on the Jet side, here's the thing, and I gotta say this too. We've seen a lot of top 10, top 5 guys that become busts, or they just become good players, not really great players. But there's a guy that goes by the name of David Bailey. He's gonna be a problem. 2 days in a row, this guy has dominated. And before you say anything, this is a lot of people saying this. It's not just me. I'm just giving you what's been reported to people that's been out there. And even a particular, there's a couple of Bucs fans that was out there that live in that area, and they went out there, and they said the same thing. They say he was the best defensive player between both teams, and probably top 2-3 best player on the field. Game record. First play against Luke Gedeke. Got him. Like, how in the world? Oh, Trotter. Let me go. Before I get to David, Trotter's been out there doing his thing. I seen some, my bad, my fault. I knew I forgot about somebody. Trotter was out there stopping the run. Day 1, he almost had a pick. But day 2, he's going to be a really good run-stopping linebacker. Now, he get that from his dad. Linebacker. Right? Those that remember him, he played for the Eagles. But Jeremiah Trotter was a very, very good blitzing and very good tackling in the box linebacker. In space, wasn't that great. Hopefully his son is a lot better in space, but you know, the reports, based on reports, he's still trying to work on himself with the pass defense and covering and stuff like that. He'll get there. He's only 21, going on 22. So that'll come in due time. Hopefully it comes in the next year or two. But expect some first year, you know, oops, he didn't cover him, you know. So I wouldn't get too mad at Josiah Trotter with his coverage right now, because he's young. He got to learn the system. He got to learn his spacing and his angles and things like that. But as far as immediate impact on run stopping, there was one clip. He got to the hole, look, that whole end, meet in the middle. And the guard, I think it was a guard or a center that was pulling or something like that. And he beat the guard or center and put his nose in there and got that stop. And he gets hyped. When he tackles somebody, it looked like it's going to hurt you a little bit. He is bringing the Thor's hammer when he tackles somebody. So shout out to Josiah Trotter, doing his thing, man. He's going to be a pretty good linebacker, at least in the box. I don't know about overall, but right away you can see he's bigger than Sebastian Dennis, more powerful, more meaner, more aggressive. Sebastian Dennis is a lighter linebacker. We don't need that. That's why the Bucs drafted Trotter. They wanted to get bigger, you know, and they did that. And the linebackers, Anzalone and Trotter, are bigger linebackers. Levante David and Sebastian Dennis, they were small, man, small. And you would think being small they can cover better, but they didn't cover that well last year. The Bucs was terrible against the coverage, against the tight ends and linebackers. Tight ends and running backs over the middle and the flats, they were terrible. Terrible, awful. But Josiah Trotter looks really good out there. Looks really good. And I told y'all about Trotter. I would just start him week 1. I just put him out there. What's the holdup? Just put him out there. This week should tell you everything you need to know. We didn't hear anything about Sebastian Dennis this week against the Jets, joint practice. Nothing about Sebastian Dennis. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing about Sebastian Dennis day 2 or day 1. Day 1 or day 2. So what is the holdup? Just go ahead and put him out there with Anzalone and just get it over with. And then turn around and drive up. You a handshaker. Rumble pack. Enough of that, Todd Bowles. Go ahead and put him out there and start. I told her he's going to be a starter. He's going to be a starter. He's got to be. You know what I'm saying? And soon, you know. I can deal with Trotter's mistakes. I can't deal with Sebastian Dennis. He's going year 3, year 4 now, or year 3. So it's over with. Like, we go in and get to the rookie now. You know. So shout out to Josiah Trotter, doing a damn good job today, both days. If you had to give a MVP for the defense for the Bucs in the joint practice, Josiah Trotter got it. Because I don't think anybody has played as well as him in the joint practices overall, offense and defense. Team MVP. Leadership, toughness, grit, all the intangibles that you want in a linebacker. Athleticism, we just got to see him cover, you know, on a consistent basis. But yeah, shout out to him though, man. Shout out to him. Sebastian Dennis is barbecue chicken. He's barbecue chicken, man. Seriously. Like, I can deal with Hosea Trotter's mistakes as a rookie, but I can't deal with another year of Savase Dennis mistakes. I don't know about y'all, but I'm over Savase Dennis. Like I said, it's nothing personal, but I can deal with rookie mistakes. You know what I'm saying? What's up, King Cook? Big Buck, what's up? Rizlo, long time, man. Where you been at? Yeah, Rueben Bain had 2 or 3 sacks today, so he did. I spoke about him already on Grislow. He had a really good day. Day 1 was kind of like, didn't do too much. Then day 2, he kind of, I guess he went back to the lab and took his notes, and he got after it today. So, shout out to Hosea Trotter, man, and Rueben Bain and David Walker today, and some of those young cornerbacks. But cornerback depth is a concern. You know, that's a concern, because there was reports that them Jets receivers was getting on them Bucs DBs. Winfield Jr. got mossed by Mason Taylor or somebody. But the secondary still got the issues, man. Still got because the front 7, they was getting after it. The secondary didn't hear a lot of glowing remarks overall, but like I said, Pepe Williams and Aiden Garnes, they did a really good job. Got a pick 6 and all stuff like that. So, but yeah, the depth is a concern. We don't have the best depth at cornerback. That's why it's going to be very imperative that our starters stay healthy throughout the year. We get injured. We have to move some people around, and that's going to throw everybody off. But that's pretty much what. And I'm going to say this last piece real quick. Bailey, that guy is a game winner. He gave Luke Gedeke fits, and it's all over social media. First rep he got at Luke Gedeke right away. Spin move, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, God, first rep, 1-on-1s and 11-on-11s. I'm like, he was just all over the place. Like, somebody control him. Somebody control David Bailey. Get on him. $90 million right tackle had problems with a rookie? 6'3", 250-pound rookie? Elite quickness and twitchiness gave Luke Gedeke problems. Rueben Bain gave Luke Gedeke problems too. But man, that is wild that rookie was doing that at the Jets practice, joint practice with the Bucs. He was just dominating. I'm like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Like, Luke Gedeke won some battles. He won some reps. But man, this David Bailey was just eating him up. But yeah, I just want to drop that in there. And the Bucs got tightened up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we here. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about Cansey on the joint practice either, which is weird. I didn't hear anything about Kalijah Cansey in the joint practice. I don't know what that's about. That's neither here or there. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. I ain't got nothing else for y'all today, but good overall joint practice for the Bucs. They did a good job today, great job today. So I'm proud of them. They did what they had to do. I'm happy with the results overall. They can only go from here. The preseason game is Friday. Yeah. Fire those cannons. Raise the flags, man. BucosLocker signing out. Hashtag, what does your eyes tell you? Hashtag, no excuse. Hashtag, toughness. Hashtag, facts over feelings. Hashtag, what is this? Hashtag, why? Hashtag, what are we doing? Hashtag, don't get mad at me. Please don't. BucosLocker signing out. I will see y'all tomorrow with another video. We're going to keep it going. Deuces.